Good morning. So this is a little different than how I normally film. Normally I film in the evening after a whole day. This morning I'm going to film before I even have my coffee, which is kind of upsetting. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of do a day look. Nothing too bold or crazy. I mean, it's just makeup. Like, I could do a really bold makeup look, a bold lipstick. Because really, I'm just sitting at the house. Virtual learning, virtual teaching. Yeah, I'm just going to do, I've got my mirror right here. You guys are right there. And yeah, I'm going to film just a quick video, just a morning routine. Normally my morning makeup takes like, I don't know, 15 minutes. And it's usually because I'm distracted. I'm going to kind of drag that out a little bit today for you guys just to really focus because I got time to do it. So let me get everything together and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I got this palette in my last Ipsy box, my October Ipsy. And this is a vegan, cruelty-free palette, Sakura and Sage vegan eyeshadow and blush palette from Seraphine Botanicals. So it's just eyeshadow, blushes, a little bit of kind of a peachy, well, you've got a pink blush and then you've got more of a tan. And then just some colors here. They make a really great kind of daytime look. You can also build up the smoke. There's silver and some pink sparkle, and there's definitely ways to be very versatile with this palette. I've been using this palette quite a bit since I got it. Honestly, I kind of love it. So I'm gonna bring a towel over here so I can clean my brushes. Because yesterday I didn't. So there's that. But I'm going to come in first to this shade Pecan. I want this to be my transition color. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to take it here at the crease. I'm going to take it a little above my crease. And it's just a transitionary color, just kind of a base. And it's a warm, light brown. So it really kind of wakes up the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with a smaller tapered blending brush, and I'm going to come into the shade here, Chicory, this dark brown. And this is a cooler toned brown, so this just adds some depth. I'm going to really focus that on the outer corner and in the crease, really focusing in on that area, not blending it up and out. Just kind of want to really define the outer corner in the crease. See there. And these shades, they blend pretty well. I've mixed palettes, so I've used a few from this palette while using another palette as well. And I haven't had any problems. Just show you here, outer corner, and focusing in the crease. I'm holding the brush a little further down. I want to go really light with this. This can be a really dark and intense color if you focus it too much. So I'm holding a little further down on my brush just so that I have more control over the pressure I'm placing. I'm just blending it out. Like that, see? Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take a flat brush And I'm going to come into this shade here, this filigree. Now this palette only has the 2 matte shades, the rest are all shimmer. I'm going to take the filigree and I'm just going to build off of this darker corner. This is the darkest of the shimmer shades. It's also the most neutral. The other 3 shimmers are a carob, which is very gold. And then there is a shade called Sparkle, which is the pink, which we'll play with next. And then the final shimmer is the shade Silver, and that's exactly what it is. It's just a really, really shimmery silver. I'm just packing this onto the outer corner, building off of the depth we created with the chicory. And I'm only coming about 1/4 of the way over. Let's see here. And I'm angling it just a bit because I want to draw like up and out. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to use that shade Sparkle. So this one right here, this pink. I'm going to do this over the rest of my lid. Using the same brush, I just cleaned it off briefly. I'm just going to pack that on gently. The shades are rather pigmented, so you have to be pretty gentle. It is not hard to get an overwhelming amount of color here. Sorry, I had a visitor. So just taking that Sparkle across the lid and bringing it right up to the filigree there, just to blend it a bit into it. It's a very simple kind of daytime neutral look. I'm going to come back in with the, oh no, I'm going to take my smudge brush. So I'm just going to take a smudging brush and I'm going to go into the chicory again, and I'm going to do my waterline. Just to create a bit of smoke and definition around the eye. Like so. I'm just taking it up to the waterline and under the lashes and then blending it out. Concentrating with the most product in the outer corner and then dragging it through. Just like so. All right, and then that's it for the eyeshadow. Let me grab an eyeliner and some mascara and then we'll move on. Okay, so I'm just using the Rare Beauty, and really I just plucked one out of the drawer, but this one has just a really tapered, and so this is the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty. Got a little fuzz on the end. Perfect Strokes matte liquid liner. And I'm doing just a very, very soft and just dragging it along the lash line gently. I don't want it to be too thick. Oh, sorry, shifted the camera. And then just a bit of a wing, nothing too extreme. I'm going to do the same with the other eye and I'll come back. Okay, so there we go there, just a soft wing. I didn't come all the way into the tear duct. I stopped right about here. Just to leave my eyes more open. I'm not doing a big smoky bold look. With my eye shape, I can do quite a few different eyeliner looks. But I find that if I'm doing something subtle, if I keep here kind of open, my eyes look a little more brighter and awake. than they would if I was going for a sultry, smoky look, in which case I want my eyes to look a little more intense. But it's a Monday morning, and that's not my plan today. So for lashes, I'm just going to curl really quick, and then I'm just going to go with one of my favorite drugstore ones, which is the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express and waterproof. So I'm just going to go, anytime I use an eyeshadow that has fallout or has glitter, I always do the top of the lash. And then start at the base and I wiggle. Just a little zhuzh. Kind of help to separate the lashes and evenly coat. I'll focus on the outer corner to really build that up and define it. And then lower lashes. And I don't do a lot on the lower lashes, just enough to kind of bring them awake. So that's there. It's a nice subtle eye. And I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I'm going to do, not that one. I got my brow chow. So this is currently my favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the Ultra Fine Brow Definer Brow Chow item. I'm sorry. And this is in, I think it's the shade, what shade is this? Deep Brunette. I'm going to give my eyebrows a brush. See what we're working with today. I'm going to do a two-part step on my eyebrows today. Just because I'm trying to work with another product that I'm trying to get more comfortable with. So I'm going to come in. This one has a triangular kind of tip. I always take the thinner side down. I'm going to start by creating the shape I want here on my lower part of my brow, and then I'm going to feather in with the thinner side down and just gentle flicks and feathering. And then as I move down the arch, I switch to the thicker side, leading. And again, just kind of short flicks to fill and create shape. There we go. And then I come through with the brush. And in short, quick flicks going up, I will blend. Ta-da! Do the same thing over here. Short, quick flicks, feather it in. And then brush to blend. And then I've been trying to work with like gel, brow gel products. Sorry, gross. Because I find like I brush them up and then in like an hour or two, I've got like hairs going crazy wild. I've got a colic in this eyebrow. It's really rude. So I have here by Benefit the Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. The Gimme Brow Plus. This came with my Ipsy as well. Benefit Cosmetics. And this is just in the shade. I don't remember the name of the shade here, but it's brown. I'm just going to use this very lightly over my brow and brush up and out. And I'm basically going to use this like a gel mousse to set my brows. You can use this product independent of a brow pencil. I think that's the intent. I've got some pretty dark brows, so I can generally handle quite a bit of product in them, honestly. But just like that, and then I let it set, and then I'll comb through if I need to. But that's the eyes. Let's from here up. Okay, now onto the face. So I'm just priming. I'm using my Yenza Tone Up primer. This came with my Ipsy as well. Very excited about it. It was a full-size product. I've also got a face mask. And then I got a sample size of the this here at, I think it's Chiate London. This is the Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I actually already have a full-size one of these that I use regularly. So this is just like the travel size, sample size. And I got, and it is a well-loved product. It's really funny. I got the, wait, did these come in my Ipsy? I think I've been saying they came in my Ipsy, and I'm wrong. I think they came in my glossy box. I think it was glossy box for all of this. All of the products I'm using today are either from Ipsy or glossy box, and I just didn't do an unboxing or an opening, and I didn't write down what came from where. But they came in my last monthly subscription boxes. I'll just go with that. This is a pretty good primer. I love Yenza products. It feels good on the skin. It's got a little bit of, I guess, a non-silicone primer, which is really nice. It does have a gentle blurring effect. It is not a mattifying primer by any means. It does add shine to the skin, which is okay. Most of the Yenza products are a dewy finish, so I kind of expect that. I'm almost out. Look, this is all that's left. This is my Yenza BC foundation, BBCC full coverage foundation in the shade Light Warm. I keep contemplating whether or not I want to buy more of this foundation. Not because I don't love this foundation. I do. This is one of my favorite face products. But because I just can't bring myself to buy more when I have a drawer full of foundations and face products from like all my other tutorials and my other boxes. This looks like it's really yellow on my face. It is really yellow on my face, but it actually ends up being a pretty perfect match, honestly. Pick up the extra product onto my neck, grab some with my brush, start at the neck and just blend. It is a full coverage, which is nice. I wouldn't say it's like an ultimate full coverage. Like, what I like about Yenza and why I like it is that it makes my skin look really great. It makes it look really healthy. It has a nice finish. Like I said, it's got that kind of natural dewy finish. See, it does have full coverage, but I can still see like my freckles and things, which is nice. But it does help to cover blemishes quite well. So you'll see there, kind of just a blurring effect. My hyperpigmentation pretty much non-existent at that point. Any blemishes that I had some red spots over there, pretty much gone. You can build on it a bit. It is a full coverage, so it's not really a buildable formula. But you can build a bit. Take it to my ear. Go to my nose. I'm using a buffing / stippling method with this brush. And I'm going to come through and use a beauty blender just to really clear up any extra product, push the product into my skin really well and get rid of any brush strokes. So, and my beauty blender or my beauty sponge. I think we all call them beauty blenders, but I think like beauty blender is like its own brand and like trademark, and the rest are just beauty sponges that are like knockoffs. This one is an e.l.f. blender, and it's super bouncy, dense, very soft. It doesn't pick up a ton of product as it goes. That's not from this. That's from my daughter putting product directly onto the sponge and staining it, but it's fine. Okay, so we're going on with my mascara right here. Clean it up. Okay, so there it is. It sits on the skin, nice dewy finish, and I like it. I like it. I'm not a big fan of a shiny face. I do use a matting setting powder, but I love the foundation. And then I'm going to come in, and I should have already grabbed all this. Where are you at? Okay, I'm going to come in with the concealer now. This is the Yenza Skin on Skin BC CC Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. It's just a little bit lighter than the shade I use on my face. It doesn't have the yellow undertone. It is a neutral undertone. Whereas the foundation was a warm. So it had a nice yellow undertone to complement my yellow skin tone. I'm just going to put it in a few places to help create some definition. My face. Come in with my beauty blender. Just hitting like the edge of my chin here. Up the bridge of my nose. And then down the sides and under my eye and out. So this is really just to add some brightness under my eyes, just to show you, see, not a huge color difference, but it does just brighten a bit, which I like, especially in the mornings. I've been like fighting a migraine for days, on and off. It's kicking my butt. The pressure in my head right now as I'm doing this is miserable. That's why like my energy level is just not where it should be. There we go. Alright, so now it's time to set and contour. So I'm just coming in with that setting powder I showed you on a fluffy brush. And just shutting. I'm just setting anywhere where I don't want the shine, which is typically like my T-zone. So forehead, nose, down to my chin, and then anywhere I use concealer, so under my eyes. So then I leave kind of the dewy finish here, but I just want you to see how it mattes and it smooths and it blurs. This is a great setting powder. This is a great one. I've had quite a few that I really like, but this one is currently my favorite. I'm actually really glad that I got two of them. It's just a loose, translucent setting powder. And I used the fluffy brush, and I just pushed it into my skin. I didn't bake. I didn't do any of that today. Really, I try not to bake. I don't want to use too much and create a cakey look. But you'll see very smooth, no caking, no breaking. Looks fantastic. So because I'm going for more of the daytime look, I'm not going to do a full contour like I normally would. I'm going to come in with my, again, Yenza Sunlit Glow Skin Bronzing Base with the Silk Bronzer Brush from Yenza. And this is just to add warmth to the face. So this, instead of a contour, is really more of a bronzer. And I'm just going to fill in, coming from my earline, just under my cheekbone. So cheekbone, just under it, into that kind of natural shadow. So I haven't done it on this side yet, but you'll see I have just, as I hit the light, natural shadow right here. That's where I'm hitting, just to help create definition. And I'm really focusing it there. I'm not blending it out to be like a big spot. I just really want that spot defined. I'm going to come in and just right here under my chin. Not the full length of my chin, just kind of right here. See kind of just where this happens, just right there. Add some definition, warm that spot up, see? And then on my forehead, I'm just doing light buffing motions. And I'm really just looking at where the light is hitting. And that's it. Just add some warmth, some definition to the face. Nothing over the top. Really going for kind of more of a natural, it's a gentle daytime look. I'm going to do a highlighter. I'm contemplating my highlighter. I'm going to use my Oprah and Nikki Tutorials, my glazed donut. This is not a natural highlighter. Like, it doesn't look very natural. It's pretty intense. But I'm going to come in just lightly. I'm using the Luxie Pro Precision Tapered 640 brush. I'm just picking up the product and I'm just lightly tapping because I do want more of a natural look. And so as I'm tilting my face, I'm looking at where the light is hitting, where the planes on my face are, and that's where I'm putting it. I'm doing just light taps. See that? Go to the tip of the nose. And then the Cupid's bow. See? Very nice. Very nice. That concealer is very strong, or not concealer, that highlighter can be very strong. So like if I were to do like big sweeping motions, I would be glowing from within and outside and external from the universe, and it's just amazing. So now I'm going to do blush. I'm going to do a powdered blush, I think. Normally, my go-to blush right now is my Rare Beauty blush. That is just amazing. But I've been really liking this Will Powder blush in the shade Stamina from The Balm. And it's just a deeper tone. And I'm just going to come in, and it only takes a little bit. And I'm basically going between where that bronzer and highlighter were to blend. Doing some light tap into the color. Start at the apples and go. But I'm not smiling. I'm not creating these apples here, because then when I stop smiling, they fall. So what's here then becomes here. Okay, so I'm keeping my face neutral. And I'm using my highlight in bronze to show where I need to go. Well, there's that. Just a touch of color. Just enough to add a little bit of warmth to the cheeks. And now all that's left is lips. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my lippy, but this is the St. Luxe lip liner in the shade Cupid. This is just a really pretty kind of neutral pink. See here. I'm just going to line. I'm going to do a pretty bold line. I'm going to do a lip gloss today. Normally I'm all about like a liquid lipstick, something non-water soluble that I know is going to hold up all day. But for today, for more natural, and my lips are a little dry, I had one of my Carroty matte lip shades on yesterday, and as much as I love the pigmentation and how well it holds up, it is very drying on my lips. So if I wear one of my Carroty shades, I tend to give my lips a breather the next day or two. So I'm going to come in with this. This is the ATH, my new favorite lip gloss, the Floss. And I'm just going to take this and put it on. It's almost the exact same shade as the liner. It just has the shine. So you see it's kind of blending into the lip liner there. I don't know what I'm doing. I am trying to talk and put on lip product and it's not working out in my favor. So yeah, there we go. I haven't done my hair yet. In fact, I took a shower and then I came down to my space down here to where she's thinking my witch's hat. I'm ready for Halloween. So my hair is still very wet. No, it's not very wet. It is a mess though. What is happening? What is going on? Okay, I'll fix my hair. I'll do it up later. This is what we have for today. So just a very neutral, light, easy daytime look. Normally would only take me about 15 minutes at most. And again, that's with interruptions from children. But I want to take a little bit longer just to walk through it with you and let me know what you think. Thanks.